All right, welcome back to I Am Jack's Broken Femur. My name isn't Jack. Anyway, there's something we have to talk about. There's something that I have to talk about. I really wanted to keep politics off this channel. I didn't want to do it. And really, this is not a political statement at all. If you know me from my previous channel, you know that I'm a conservative. And on and on and on. But an incident happened to me just a couple days ago, and the more I think about it, the madder I get. I originally planned to do a video and leave all the names out, leave the names and the locations out. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you the name and the location, because the more I think about it, this is just something that is Americans, as conservative Americans, we really can't afford not to talk about in any capacity whatsoever. Day before yesterday, I was in Marianna, Florida, and I wanted to find a public library so I could sit down, set up my laptop, edit down a video, and present it on this channel. Well, that didn't happen. This is what happened. I got up very early. I think it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. Rumbled around town for a little while. Found somewhere to eat breakfast, all that stuff. I looked up where the public library was, and I went over there, and I got there about 8 o'clock in the morning. The library itself didn't open till 9 o'clock. And I thought, fine, I'll just sit on the bench outside, listen to my radio, maybe make some notes in my notebook. And about 8:30, 2 women came into the parking lot, and they were obviously the 2 women who run the library. And they took one look at me, and this is where things went bad immediately. You've seen on the back of my rig, I've got that "Let's Go Brandon" sign, and I had it on my bike. I had it hanging on the back of my trailer that morning. My bike is parked right next to the bench. They pull up in the parking lot and they see it. They see my sign, and they look at it, and they look at me, and they just collectively did this little head down motion, and I thought, oh shit. That wasn't good. Very bad vibe. It was pretty hard to miss, let me tell you. And I backed off immediately. I thought, yeah, maybe I shouldn't go in right away. I'm going to hang back for another hour. And I went to a couple of stores, looked around town. Marianna is a really beautiful little place, by the way. Most of these little towns are here in Florida. Very charming, lots of historical significance, on and on and on. So I come back to the library. I think it was about 10 or 10:30, and I came in, and I'm just a charming guy most of the time, especially when I'm meeting someone new. Hi, good morning, how you doing? How's everything going? How are you today? That kind of thing. Well, I come in and I did that, good morning. And I'm setting up my computer, and one of the women says, first they kind of looked at each other, and they're rolling their eyes, doing this strange stuff, and one woman says, oh, were you looking to use the Wi-Fi for your computer? And I said, yeah. Oh, we don't have Wi-Fi anymore. You don't have any Wi-Fi, really? Oh, it hasn't worked in a long, long time. Really? Okay. And they've got computers. They have their own bunch of computers set up on tables. I suppose they don't work either, but I didn't go there. Well, what I did do is I said, I tried to give him an out. I said, are you sure you don't have Wi-Fi? Because, I checked before I came in on my smartphone, and there's the signal. And he said, no, sir, we don't have any Wi-Fi. And I had my smartphone right there. And I went to the settings and Wi-Fi notifications. That's where you find a Wi-Fi connection point. You know what I'm talking about. And I went there. And right on top of the list on my smartphone, JCB OCC guest access, but it needs a password. And it was there. I said, here, see, look, Wi-Fi signal right there, 100% signal. This is you. It's coming from inside this building. It isn't coming from anywhere else. And this is where they started to choke on it a little bit. The one lady said, oh, well, we don't know the password. Okay, so we go from, we don't have any Wi-Fi to, I don't know what the password is. I said, well, ma'am, maybe you could call somebody to find out what the password is, because I've got to get some work done here. I could really use your help. Well, we don't know who to call for that. And see, I could have pushed it. I could have been a very polite asshole for about 5 more rounds of this stupid little game they wanted to play, but I backed off because I knew how it was going to go. They're going to get mad. They're going to threaten to call the police. And it's going to go very badly for me no matter what. So I left the library. I did find a very charming little mom and pop coffee shop where I had a little breakfast, and I was able to get that video up and running. But this happened at the Jackson County Public Library in Marianna. Okay? I'm a 60-year-old man. I'm a senior citizen. I am a natural-born citizen of the United States of America, and I was denied services at the public library for being an outspoken conservative with my Let's Go Brandon sign on my bike. I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day. Take care.